Screaming Firehawks! Welcome back to the channel, The Expanse. Season 3, Episode 10, Dandelion Sky.
You're such a dork.
Does that mean there's going to be like, at one point we're just going to have an image inside the ring where it's just like a bunch of little specks floating around? Because that's what Dandelion is, right?
Yeah, well, okay, so as we know, at Dandelion, you have the little puff ball where you could blow on it and the
Kids
seeds,
love them. Kids love them.
Seeds go, but then you also have like the yellow flower. So
I think it's going to be something, there's going to be an image of stuff kind of just floating. It's just, that's the first thing I thought of because last episode ended with Holden, spaceman, just floating away.
yeah.
And it feels like so many people, despite orders to stay out of the ring, it feels like everyone's going to want to enter this thing.
Yeah.
And this whole situation has gotten so interesting. What the hell's going to happen? Miller and Holden had this whole conversation, and like Miller was using code words. Right. He was using all these code words to describe a situation and how they need to handle stuff, like doors and corners, don't enter a room too fast. Basically telling them, hey, you don't want to go flying into this thing and manale yourself, you know? So
And it's turned into a verb.
yeah, exactly. So there's a certain speed limit at which you can enter the ring. We've seen that a few times at this point. But you also can't fly into the edge of the ring either because you kind of just get zapped. You just kind of get blanked out of existence, it looks like.
So that was my other thought. Dandelion Sky, just things being blown apart
That's...
and being like,
I mean, now that you actually say that, it kind of does make you think about the way the protomolecule has kind of dissembled stuff.
yes.
Like, it just, yeah. So that's another potential interesting theory right there. But then Miller gave Holden the code word about going to the crime scene, go to crime scene, go to the crime scene. And we saw this ball, this nucleus, just sitting in the middle of the ring. Holden decided to take off to go there. What the hell is going, like, I can't even possibly give an explanation as to what I think is going to happen because I've kind of given up on that game, even though I lie about it every single time and I still try to throw out theories. What, you mentioned this once before and I've been thinking about it a lot. Now that all these people are inside the ring, are they all going to be infected? Like, are they going to,
yeah,
how is this going to work? Because this was created by the protomolecule. This is technically protomolecule. Like when they do the close-up shots of the ring, you see the blue in the ring. It's like, are all these people going to be infected?
Or are you ever going to be able to leave it?
Yeah, like, we still don't know what happens if you go out the exit, like, the other way. Like,
Do not exit.
is there
damage.
is there an exit? Like, this whole thing has gotten so bonkers, and it's so interesting because legitimately no clue at all what could potentially be happening right now.
I know.
It's like they can't fire rockets at each other because I assume it has something to do with the idea of the protection. They don't want things blowing up inside of itself. So, like, the protomolecule would protect from rockets and stuff blowing up and destroying within the inside of the ring. I'm going to assume, which is why you can't fly into it too fast, maybe. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point because I'm just super interested.
There's so many questions. I hope get some answers before the end of this season.
Right. I mean, there's a couple other things obviously going on too. We got Drummer who's dealing with, being the leader of the Behemoth, which again, I think that's a super dope name.
I love
for
that so
for a
much.
massive ship. I think that's so
Dope
cool.
as hell.
And it's like it fits her because she's like a really powerful, like boisterous leader. I think she's really cool. But she's dealing with some stuff. I mean, she did give a really kind of dope, like,
the captain's speech.
pump up speech in that last episode. But she's dealing with this vet who's been around clearly a long time, and he's kind of like making it clear that he wants to be in charge, but not in charge, but he kind of keeps inserting himself in these spots.
He does insert himself.
But then Naomi leaves, and I feel like she was a little heartbroken by that. Not having Naomi there, I feel like that little speech is like, what, like, I was a mistake? Like, because that's how she kind of presented it to Naomi when she's like, I made a mistake coming back. I came back for the wrong reasons. Like, oh, I'm the wrong reasons. Like, that's kind of sad. Like, they clearly connected, and Naomi's going to make an attempt to get back to the Rossi. She tried to communicate with them. She couldn't because comms aren't working within the ring.
I'm not sure if she realizes that that's...
I don't think so.
I hope she doesn't think that she's being ignored.
Which would suck.
Because that ain't it. So...
Naomi and Klaus had this conversation about nostalgia, bringing you back to your crew. And it was interesting because I felt like he was telling her that as a reason to not go back to the Rossi. Mm-hmm. But really, that's what brought her back to the Belter Nation and to fight with the belt. And it kind of was just like, it kind of flipped. And she's like, oh, well, I actually don't belong here. I belong with them. Yeah. Which I thought was kind of a really interesting situation. So we'll see where that goes. I'm sure they'll welcome her back, no problem, if they
I'm sure they're stressed out enough right now. I think that they would welcome her back, though. I mean, it's Naomi.
Exactly, for sure.
Holden still has love for her.
Yeah, and the Rossi crew, speaking of being stressed out, this camera guy and this documentarian reporter girl, they were there doing a story on them, but the camera guy clearly made a deal, and Melba were working together on this situation. And the dude planted a chip, somehow like created this video of Holden talking about all this stuff, and they're trying to figure that out. And Amos gave them a chance to fix the problem, unfuck this ship, and they
that's so much.
They weren't able to. So deuces. At least he let them wear their spacesuits, you know.
And didn't space them.
So they're just, who knows what they're doing? They're just floating out in the ring, probably getting all proto-moleculed up. But they're floating in space. I don't know what they're doing, where they're going. They hopefully get apprehended by the Martians. I guess that was the plan. But this whole Melba situation has gotten really interesting too. She was revealed as Jules Pierre Mao's other daughter, Julie's sister. And she has this hate for Holden because she holds him responsible for her father being arrested. And it was really clear that she was working with the camera guy because everything was coordinated. And there was a look at one point in the episode where that stuff happened and the message went out. She's like, haha, yeah. And, you know, her situation's going to be really interesting too. I want to see where it goes. She got a message from the guy that she killed, but like, why would she send a message like that to someone you don't know about your dad and the protomolecule, which is really interesting?
I mean, she's just trying to get a message out to her dad. Like, I don't think she really cared how it got through there. She just wanted it to get through.
Yeah, so that whole situation is interesting. There's so much stuff that needs to be answered at this point. Do you have any other thoughts before we jump into this episode? No. All right, let's go.
Miller told me to go to the station. He said it would help us. He's already saved our asses once, so I've gotten you guys in enough trouble. I have to do this on my own. Stay safe. Thanks, both of you, for everything. And do not follow me. That's an order.
All right, so he did let them know, just after the fact. I remember saying at the end of the episode, like, and you're not telling anyone?
After all the shit we've been through, starting to wonder if I'm cursed.
Because out of the whole human race, you're the one flying toward the mysterious alien artifact with the dead guy?
Yeah.
You're just following your program, just like me.
I always had this crazy notion about free will.
Then how come it is that every time there's some clusterfuck shitstorm situation in the universe, there's James Holden shrugging shoulders saying, how the hell did I end up here?
You're really pumping me up for this mission.
You're the patron saint of lost causes, kid. We're running from it.
That is pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
That he's been at the center of all of this shit.
Yep. Holden is the nucleus.
Dr. Volovodov, I heard you were a Methodist.
I am.
Me too. I haven't been sleeping very well since we got the orders to go through this thing.
In the face of all this, sleep seems disrespectful, maybe?
It would seem more like terrifying. Do you think God wants us to be here?
As far as I can tell, Scripture's quiet on this one. Excuse me.
She's like, I want to enjoy this. Can you stop asking me questions, please?
Gate contact in 10. transit is complete. We are on the other side of the ring.
I was holding my breath that whole time.
I totally felt like something was gonna happen.
There's something at the center. That's the slingshotter. Belter torpedo, MCRM probe in the same orbit, the same distance apart.
The fuck?
Whoever that is, they're headed straight for that thing in the center.
Has to be Holden.
Hey.
So he's crazy. I suppose you could make that argument, but I don't believe he would blow up the Sun Moon. That's definitely not his style. Our orders are to stop him before he does anything down there, and that's what I intend to do.
Are you gonna tell me what that thing is?
As soon as we get down there, we'll both know.
Should have brought a gun.
Wouldn't do you any good. I calmed down at station security. It's about the only thing protecting you right now.
Comforting.
Except these guys. Got a little company.
Martians. They're not happy with me.
Just collecting pals wherever you go. What are you doing?
Trying not to get caught.
Slow down. Remember what I said about doors and corners?
Don't start with that shit again.
Hey, you're no good to me if the station squashes you like a bug. Slow down!
Don't enter a room too fast. It'll eat ya.
It's exercising some free will.
He's just being an asshole.
All right. I love that.
I missed Miller.
I know, yeah.
Looks like the Shushan just launched a skiff. They're going after Holden.
Then we have to go after him too.
Even if we left right now, we wouldn't get to him before they did.
And they're not going to be expecting us to try, so we're going to punch them in the face before they figure it out.
Why are you being so much like yourself? Is none of this stuff weirding you out?
You want me to say this is some weird shit? Yeah, this is some weird shit.
Thank you. And we're playing way out of our league here.
That's been true ever since we've been sharpening sticks and going after lions. I get it. Alien shit, magic gates, Naomi bugging off to go play Belter, Holden doing... I have no clue what Holden is doing.
I love Amos so much.
I wish that I could tell you I was freaked out, but I'm not. I haven't felt fear since I was 5 years old.
Wish I could go through life without feeling fear.
No, you don't.
Fuck.
Back in Baltimore, I had this friend, and she said if the end ever came, she'd grab a bottle and her 2 cats and go to the roof, have a toast, and then jump. Like a fucking pharaoh. Don't worry, I'll take you with me too.
Dude, when Amos talks sometimes, he gets so deep. Like, fuck.
Maybe the purple glow is like a cyst. When you get a splinter, your body builds around it, isolating it. Infections can develop cysts. Maybe it's interpreting these objects as threats, and that's how it isolates them.
There's no way to know why it's doing anything. Best we can figure out is how.
This dude's tripping me out.
He is. He's real nervous.
Okay.
Support ships for the inners come to join the party. No matter, we'll reach the thing in the middle before they do.
It's just too bad we don't have our chief engineer to build us some probes.
You have something to say.
Yeah, I said it. We needed Nagata here, you let her go.
This isn't a slave ship.
No, it's a warship. The belt's first and only.
And I'm its captain.
Yeah, you are.
Tension.
Holden, Bobbie Draper here.
Really?
I need you to slow down.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to... Sorry, Bobbie, I wasn't talking to you.
Are you on another channel?
No. I mean, yes. Another channel. Will you just shut for
Who are you talking to, Holden?
Monkeys and microwaves. Exactly.
Holden, you need to slow down and let us bring you in.
I didn't blow up the Sun Moon, and Alex and Amos had nothing to do with it either. I gotta go.
What is he gonna do? Literally, what are you gonna do when you get there?
I mean, even Miller's like, we'll find out when we get there.
Yep. What?
What are you waiting for?
What's in there?
This stuff. The next lead in the case. We gotta find a records room. We gotta read the files. And then we see what's what.
You tell me what that is and I'll keep going.
There used to be something here. Civilization, billions of years ago. Now, all that's left is a bunch of locked doors and lights on the timer.
So what do we do?
We figure out how to pick the locks.
What?
They're getting closer.
It's like it was expecting him. Come on in.
Well, it is expecting him. It's like it calls to him.
Who's this dude working with? Because
he doesn't look.
He's way too suspicious.
Yeah. I think he's just really worried. Uh-oh. Oh! 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 Oh my God!
Oh, shit.
I mean, you saw people when they were infected with the protomolecule, they were fighting against each other. Has he been somehow infected and... Fuck, there's so much.
I'd not like the change I must say to you, or how she says.
Captain can run their ship however they choose to.
Captain should be you.
Tread carefully, good my boy.
You've been boss man from the time before me or half the belt the load on the ship was born.
Yeah, that's true, I have. And I've drunk real Earth whiskey out of the UN Admiral's mug and then scuttled her ship. I flew dock past a Martian battle group and they never even knew I was there. And I've seen friends breathe the vacuum and watched my only child burn. So when I tell you to tread carefully, you would do well to stop it talking.
That tells me that he has a plan.
Yeah.
Dude, this is insane.
Is this some kind of machine?
Yeah. Oh, and I need you to do something for me later. Help me get the system back online.
I thought you were plugged into this place.
Yeah, but not to the record. See, they're locked. Remember?
Well, what do you need me for?
Because you exist.
You seem real enough.
A couple 100 billion brain cells in your skull. You are a fancy hand terminal. With a lot of buttons. I push a few trillion of them buttons in exactly the right way, and ta-da, you're talking to Miller. Just different buttons being pushed.
Maybe I'm the illusion inside your head.
Whoa, whoa. Calculus, amoeba. Funky, Mozart.
This feels like The Matrix.
I don't think that there is a conflict.
You look grim. Who died? Somebody die?
An officer who tried to talk with me during the transit. He was scared. I ignored him. He killed himself.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not your fault.
He was begging for help. I was too distracted.
You've had some pretty unprecedented distractions.
Should have been more focused on why I'm here. And grieving. That's what a minister is supposed to do.
That's tough.
I totally understand what she's saying, but you're also a person.
Clarissa?
Clarissa?
That portal opens just as Holden was
So
getting
Melba's not her name.
If that is your real name.
Because she was at the party that we flash back to.
Right.
What the fuck?
Feels like 1G.
Yeah, show some respect.
I'm not comfortable with you doing that.
I'll pass.
Thank you.
This is what I need you to do. Complete that circuit.
With what?
What happens when I do?
The answer to the case? Maybe just the next clue.
What the hell?
What, like put your hand in there?
Tick tock, finish the job.
Is Miller in there? Or is it just a heap of protomolecule pushing my button?
You're running out of time, kid.
Not good enough. When Miller was on Eros, he could feel Julie.
Got nothing to do with Julie.
Fuck you then.
For all I know, touching that thing could end up killing everyone I love.
The same people she died to save.
No risk, no reward.
We died together, but she was already gone, wasn't she? She couldn't feel any more pain, but you could. Did it kill you? Did it tear you apart one atom at a time? Or did you burn?
Miller?
I think he figured it out. Protomolecule's just playing with him to get it to do something that it needs.
Yeah.
I understand why you let Nikki go. If I had a chief engineer who didn't want to be here, I wouldn't want them around either. But she was your friend.
She is my friend.
No, I always treated my friends harder. harsh. Showed the crew I wasn't playing favorites, even if I was.
You just can't stop giving me advice, can you?
I'm trying to help you.
Yet still you call me out in front of the crew.
Yeah, I could have done that better.
You put it in everyone's head. And after I left, I bet you were all praised for me, yeah? How important it is to respect the captain and so on. That way when the turn comes and you take over, they all know it was because you had to.
Oh, we have a problem. We need to work it out.
Or else, what?
Shit.
Clarissa, I want to help you. Whatever your dad did or didn't do, you had nothing to do with any of it.
It's not his fault, it's Holden's. He's gotta pay.
Clarissa, whatever happened, you have no reason to be suffering for it.
Fuck, she's gonna kill her. She just triggered something with her mouth. Was she doing that the whole time? I didn't notice that before.
I didn't notice the mouth part. I noticed the eye
The
part.
eyes were flickering.
When a child dies, a sort of angel takes their hand, falls with them halfway, so they wouldn't be afraid. I tried to be the angel, but I was so scared. She held my hand, and I told her, if you fall with me, it ain't gonna be for halfway.
It's good to see you, Melba.
Oh, damn. I didn't think they were just gonna let him in like that.
Stay where you are. Get the hell out of here, Bobbie. I don't want you to get hurt.
Listen to me. We just want to talk to you.
I didn't blow up the sun moon.
I never believed you did.
Do not take another step,
Holden?
or we will shoot.
The weapons aren't gonna work in there.
Oh.
Yep, there's the purple glow. Anything that's a threat. Now you pissed it off. No, dude, don't do that!
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Now or never, Holden.
Shit! What did you do?
Is that the sun?
Oh! What the fuck is going on? Did it just see a vision of like what it wants to do?
I don't know. I didn't know. Oh my god, the
What
end of the episode.
in the hell? That was absolutely insane.
What the fuck was that?
I feel like this might be a really dumb comparison, but I feel like what just happened when he put his hand in was like what happened in Independence Day when the alien friggin' takes control of your brain. It shows you what it wants to do, what it wants to accomplish. We said it, I don't know how many episodes ago, the idea when arrows became like an asteroid that it could control, and then it crashes into Venus, and it becomes like we talked about. Remember when we talked about it controlling the planet?
Yeah.
And then it might like blow up the sun at some point. It looks like a world destroyer, is what it just showed us. Oh shit! And that's the Dandelion.
Yeah,
Just
I saw
poof.
that.
Dude, this is absolutely insane. This, again, broken record. I keep repeating myself. This show keeps taking you places that you can't even possibly comprehend.
Like, who wrote this? This is some wild stuff.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And it, once again, like, I felt like that touching moment with Miller at the end right there was the protomolecule tricking Holden.
Yeah, like the empathy, the emotion, yeah.
This fucking thing is smart. It learns. It evolves. And it figured out what it needed to do to get Holden to do what it needed.
Finish the circuit. Oh my god, that was fucking
That looked like a
crazy.
fucking Death Star fucking laser.
It did!
Right into this. I don't like. I guess the part that still needs the big elephant in the room here, the big answer, is why Holden. Why did it show him that? Did it show him that as like, hey, just so you know, this is what we're gonna do to you?
But, I mean, like they were saying when he was, like, floating down to the nucleus, like, Holden is always the center of it all.
Yeah. Like, this is so insane. And at one point, it showed a bunch of rings, and it showed a bunch of stuff getting destroyed. Is the protomolecule just going to system and just destroying it and consuming it? Because you saw that what happened to the dude.
Yeah.
He got ripped apart and then turned into the protomolecule.
Well, it's like, you hurt me. I will now use you to repair myself.
So you said this once before, but basically everything that the protomolecule has encountered, it's essentially turned it into itself.
Right.
It's used it and like brought it in to combine and create things. So every person that's been sucked in, every ship that's been torn apart, everything that has happened while along with the protomolecule has been used and been kind of pulled in to be a part of it.
So what I wasn't really understanding at first while watching the whole thing, like when it first started, it looked like it was repairing things. So that part that one was pretty trippy. I didn't get that part. And then it blew it all up.
I felt like it was rewinding to play out.
This is what you did to me, and this is what I'm going to do to you.
Yeah. Like, this is the beginning of the events leading up to ultimately what is going to be the outcome here is we're going to blow up your sun, which if your sun gets blown up, you're in a lot of trouble. Your solar system probably won't survive that.
Yeah, probably not.
So, damn.
Yep.
Damn, like, it doesn't even feel like anything else that's happening right now matters.
Mm-mm.
It's like everything that's in the ring got put to a stop. Melba, Clarissa, she friggin' clicked something in her jaw that did the eye shuffle thing, which gave her some kind of like adrenaline rush. Obviously it's not protomolecule, because unless she has like something weird in her mouth that's doing it, but it's not that. She's got some kind of like adrenaline rush that gives her the ability to just Hulk out. I'm going to just use that.
That would be a good...
And she was about to kill that girl, but then the protomolecule stuff happened, and like everyone just got kind of put in their place and just frozen. This is just so insane. This is so insane. This has gone so far past anything that could have potentially been thought about. Politics are all gone. What's Christian up to? She's like running Earth, but like it doesn't even matter what's happening there right now. Mars, like what's happening with Mars, what's happening on the belt doesn't matter. It's all about the nucleus of this ring. And people are joining inside. I feel like that's just going to end up being a bad thing.
That was a bad idea, yeah. Like, maybe you should have not. Just stay out of it.
The hard thing is, no one understands what it is. Everyone's like, oh, hey, we could actually go inside. Yeah, let's do that. Like, pass.
Hell no, I don't want to go in there.
When reality, Holden's the only one that should be going in there, apparently. But the dude threw a bomb and got torn apart. Just like the one nurse. This is just so insane. Drummer, again, it doesn't seem like that storyline even matters at this point with what's going on. But Drummer now, it's pretty clear. Klaus has a plan to take over, and Diogo, that's his name, right?
I think it's Diego.
I thought it was Diogo. I thought there were O's in his name, Diogo.
Oh.
But regardless, like, you could tell when you tell someone to shut up, when they're being vocal about something that's about to happen, you just tell them, shh, be quiet, because that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So just chill. And the little interaction with Drummer made it very obvious that he's got a...
She laid it all out there. I know what you're doing, and this is why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah, so this dude's got a plan. He definitely wants to take over. He keeps making these, like, really kind of subtle but kind of obvious statements, like the one and only warship. And it's like, you think this dude, who's this super vet belter, like, clearly been through a lot of shit, as he said in that episode, like, you think he's going to pass on the opportunity to be the commander of the one and only warship that the Belts had? Like, no, I don't see that happening. He showed up there for a reason, and yeah, Drummer's got a really interesting situation on her hands because he's working the room real well. Like, he's doing a real good job. So, yeah, but how about this ring?
Yeah.
Is it going to send a laser and blow up the sun? So crazy. All right. Do you have any other thoughts?
I don't.
All right, y'all. Leave some comments down below. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.